Just few weeks ago, army spokesperson was, giving account of the works the soldiers have done, and he said that Boko Haram are Nigerians, so they deserve to be reintegrated into the society.
In the laws of war, at the end of the day, the Boko Haram fighters are still considered as Nigerians. They may have erred, and they will definitely account for whatever they have done. Are we saying, on account of the fact that they are Nigerians, if we have the opportunity to rehabilitate them, we should not? And I think that is what went into the thinking of the defense secretaries some years ago, which was also bought by the federal government and the Borno state government to arrive at the issue of the Borno model. So we take your observation seriously, and I can assure you that that review will be done, and you will hear our new operational directives for Operation Safe Corridor. Thank you.
And after 2 weeks of making this statement, Boko Haram gunned down none less than 64 soldiers and 40 just day before yesterday here. Somebody should help me to solve this puzzle. Now, let us go into the video to understand what actually transpired. And a lot of people also come to, I used to read some people's comments, and they will say, Okocha sometimes also praise the Nigerian soldiers about insecurity. You know that what I report is just about insecurity. If I see any solution to the problem of insecurity, I will report it. Soldiers that are fighting is not the solution. Buying to Kano jet, all those things are not the solution. These people in government knows the solution. Okay? If they want to stop it, it's a matter of trying to stop people who are funding it and take them to prison, right from number one citizen of the country. So it can't happen. So I do not say this to berate anyone or to demoralize soldiers. What they are doing is not the solution. If it is the solution for 20 years they have been doing it, why can't they see result? We know the solution because we know the problem. Stay with me in this video. Let's talk about the 40 soldiers that Boko Haram gunned down just the day before yesterday being Thursday.
Because top politicians who are very functional and are in the National Assembly and are in Abuja are the architects and advocates of not just instigating but harboring and keeping these people and feeding them in the bushes and taking care of all their needs and buying all the other gadgets for them. This is extremely unacceptable. If they do not love the lives of the people and then they're only fighting for their own political position, I think I am serving the interest of the common masses, and it is a concern to me, and it is my right to protect them. So once we receive this report this coming week, we're going to take it up and take it up very seriously.
This is the late evening of Saturday, the 7th day of March 2026. On the 5th day of March, being Thursday, there is something grievous that happened in Nigeria. And because it was Thursday, I said, no problem, as a president of a country that Tinubu is, that let me just exercise patience. 1 day is not too much, 2 days is not too much, but 3 days is too much. Let me see if Tinubu will come out to make a national speech, like come out to address the nation about the incident that happened in Zambia. And in that Thursday, remember that I gave the total number of soldiers that have died only in this year 2026. And in our record, we have 320 plus soldiers that have died just in this year. That is not more than 10 weeks. Yeah, this year is not more than 10 weeks. This is about, 9 to 10 weeks now. We have lost 320 soldiers. Now, it is not just about killing of soldiers. It is a statement by these Islamic terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the rest of them who are killing the soldiers majorly. The statement is this: we have captured Nigeria because Nigerian armed soldiers are the highest military officers now in Nigeria. So if people can go to the barrack, they can go and kill soldiers, they can go and do whatever they want to do. Honestly, they exercise that authority to any extent by going to the barrack. Not that the soldiers came to them or the soldiers were walking along the road, they ambushed them. All those ones can be security breach, okay, intelligence breach. Boko Haram will ambush them. That one is not a high risk security threat. It is high risk, but not the utmost high risk. But when the jihadists will come to your barrack, when they come to your barrack, they kill your soldiers, they do all those things. So come on. They have captured your country. Now, 40 soldiers were gunned down. 40 soldiers were gunned down by these jihadists on Thursday here. Up to today, up to this moment, Tinubu has not released any statement. Dine Bwala, who is an aide to Tinubu, instead of him to tell Tinubu, come on, Mr. Man, this is what is happening. Let me issue this statement on behalf of you. He went to London and, sell Tinubu to the world that he imported terrorists to Nigeria. Of course, we know that the coalition imported terrorists, so it's not a news. We know that this is what we know right from time. And if I've not made a video about the importation of terrorists in Nigeria by Tinubu and Buhari coalition, I've made up to 26 videos about it. So you can go and verify what I'm saying, including how Kau Baraje, and the rest of them who are part of the coalition, they were Tinubu boys. They came to the national television, they came to the public, they boasted of removing Jonathan by these terrorists. And Nigerians keep quiet. Okay? Well, sometimes I always feel this is hypnotizing or a psycho-conditioning. Maybe you have been psycho-conditioned to believe that this is the way of life. Unfortunately, that is not it. Now, just imagine, do you know 40 soldiers what it is? And part of them is, we have majors among them. 40 soldiers is not just 4 or 1 soldier. This is 40 military personnel were killed just in one day. And the nation is quiet. Now, this also draw the curtain to the reason why these terrorists continue. The military knows that they can't solve this problem. Former chief of army staff that they killed, what his name self, that they said he was sick, okay, and they flew him to abroad. He later died, they brought him back. This present chief of army staff, no, the one they removed when that news of coup happened, they made the state statement. They said, we can't solve this problem. So if you are in Nigeria, you are a Nigerian and you are relying on these military personnel, you are wasting your time. They told you, in a simple term, we can't solve this problem. They are underlying issues. Those underlying issues are the reason why call came from Abuja, from the government house, that terrorists are coming, that soldiers should leave in Niger State, and the soldiers left. Up to today, everybody is shouting, who made the call? Who made the call? I want Nigerians to understand that the reason why the government don't react to the killings of soldiers and all these things is because they are complicit. There is a proven fact that they are complicit. Dauda Nawa will tell you that, listen, all these terrorists, we know them. We know where they are. We know where they live. But we can't fight them because Abuja have stopped us from fighting. There is a sitting governor, governor of Benue State, Governor Andeya, told us on a Chinese television, on AIT News. He made the same statement, in 3 consecutive days that he granted these interviews. He said, people in the Senate are paying the terrorists in Benue to kill the Benue people. He's still alive. He's still the governor of Benue State. See, the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I want more and more people to be aware of what is going on. Almost more than half of the population of Nigeria are not aware what is going on in Nigeria. They are not aware of the plans the enemy have for Nigeria. They are not aware of the government complicity to all these things that are going on. I'm telling you the truth. More than half of the population of Nigeria don't know. So that is why I am doing what I'm doing, to sensitize people that, listen, your leaders sold you out. Your leaders, they have sold us, like they don't care about your life any longer. So if they don't care about military personnel's life, is it your life they are going to care? And that is why people have resorted to self-help, seeking for help anywhere. Either you seek in abroad, you seek in, international communities through social media, just like what Ezekiel Dachomo resorted to. He have been burying. He did mass burial. He was crying. Nobody was listening to him. So he started calling America, come, please, come to my aid. And people try to blame him for doing that. So if you want me to reason with you, just to reason with you and talk about Nigeria issue with you, you've got to first of all ask yourself this question. What prevented Nigerians not to react when these people imported these terrorists? Because we sounded the alarm. We told people this is what was going on. So anything you think that it is the reason why Nigerians don't react, that is your major problem. That is the major problem of people. They don't react. They don't react. They don't react. If you like kill their mother, they won't react. To that extent, they won't react. And sometimes, if I refer, like, we black people, like people who have no IQ. People will say, no, black man is intelligent too. Where is the result that we are intelligent? Where is the result? By sponsoring terrorism to kill your own people? No, the product is everywhere. Even the people you think that they are intelligent, they are supporting people who imported terrorists to you. They are supporting the terrorists. They are sympathizers to these terrorists. People you think they are intelligent. So look at where we are today. It is the result of our, mentality. That is the way we are. Boko Haram will write a letter to you that they are coming. They will go and tell security operatives. Boko Haram said they are coming to kill us. The Boko Haram will now come. Boko Haram will now kill the people. Then after the Boko Haram have succeeded in killing the people, then everybody will start shouting again. Hey. They will start issuing statements. You see, a lot of people have told us, so many retired generals, army, and so on and so forth. They told us everything that is going on in Nigeria. The government is complicit. And the reason why they are complicit, apart from at the time they imported these, militias, Boko Haram, they are part of the people sponsoring it. Everything now, they now put it in one umbrella to make Nigeria a Sharia state. Sani Yerima made that statement. He said it is the ambition of the whole Muslims in Nigeria to make Nigeria a Sharia state. So this is not Okocha Marcel saying it or allege. I don't allege anything, because if I come out to say what I'm saying, I know, like, I am not saying what I hear. I'm talking about what I know. So I'm talking about facts, not coming out to say allege. No, I'm telling you what is. So may the souls of these soldiers rest in peace. It's unfortunate. However, in my video yesterday, I said another problem with Nigeria is this. They can never publish the names of these people. It is the duty of the government to be transparent to the people, to publish the name of people that died. It is not weakness. So that people will understand what is actually going on. However, the last thing I'm going to tell you here is that we see this Boko Haram that just gone down 40 soldiers. Last week, the army spokesperson was saying something that these people are Nigerians and they deserve to be reintegrated into society. There is a puzzle here. Someone should help me to solve this puzzle, because Nigeria, signs of destruction is beholding us. So if you did not see it, I don't think that others are not seeing it. I rest my case.